Welcome to the Short Score, the Team Roping Journal's weekly updates from the team roping world, including from Pro Rodeo, major jackpots, USTRC, and World Series of Team Roping qualifiers, and more, with hosts Chelsea Schaefer
and Caitlin Gustav.
Happy Monday, Caitlin.
Happy Monday.
It's a Monday, guys. We're here.
It's a Monday.
We're here in the Boulder office of the Team Roping Journal, and we know that we have so much to do this week here in the office, but you know where we're not going to be this week?
In the office.
In the office. This is a big week here in Colorado team roping for sure. Well, Colorado Mountain State team roping.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have the Slack, the whole new format of Cheyenne. The Slack kicks off tomorrow, and every single team is going to rope 2 steers tomorrow.
2 rounds, yeah.
Yeah. So it's going to be a really long day of team roping at the daddy of them all.
Oh, jeez.
It's your
I kind of
favorite.
forgot it was 2 rounds tomorrow.
It's your favorite activity.
I do love it, though. I like going to Cheyenne.
Mm-hmm. I like going to Cheyenne, too. And I like team roping.
Mm-hmm.
And it will be really good team roping tomorrow, so it'll be really exciting to watch. So we have that coming up tomorrow, guys. So we're recording this on Monday. This will come out while we're sitting at Cheyenne Tuesday morning. So kind of a heads up. Up on this episode, we're going to give you the Pro Rodeo results brought to you by CSI Pads. We're going to give you the Resistol Rookie results, obviously brought to you by Resistol. And we will have the Fastback Ropes Circuit Standings coming to you, obviously, by Fastback. So, but after that, we will have our exclusive interview this week with one and only Junior Nogueira, who he and Caleb Driggers were the high money winners for the weekend. So that's why we called Junior. So you'll enjoy that interview in a little bit. But first, Caitlin, give us a rundown of the Pro Rodeo results.
Caleb Driggers and Junior Nogueira, they added $10,354 to their earnings.
Winning.
Yeah, I know earlier in the week you and I were kind of watching the standings, and you and I both at the same time were like, that Junior and Caleb, they're on it this weekend.
Yeah, we said they're going to go to winning. It was only a matter of time, and sure enough.
They did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no doubt.
They won Wolf Point Wild Horse Stampede in Wolf Point, Montana. They were 10.4 seconds on 2 head, and that paid almost $2,000. They won the first round at the 4.2 second run, and then they tied Cade Smith and Cash Hetzel for 4th in the second round at the 6.2 second run. And then they tied Lane Ivy and Cesar de la Cruz at the Dinosaur Roundup Rodeo in Vernal, Utah with a 4.6 second run. That paid $3,000.
Yep.
And then at Sheridan, Wyoming Rodeo, they placed 6th in the average with a time of 15.6 seconds on 2 head, paying a little over $1,000, and then they tied Colorado's J.B. James and Brock Hansen for 1st in the first round with a 4.9 second run, and that paid $2,360.
I have to interject.
Go ahead.
I hope everybody goes back and listens to the episode with Brock Hansen.
It's a good one.
It's a good one. It came out last week, but obviously if you are new to podcasting, you can listen to episodes of The Score anytime, anywhere, and we try to make sure that they are all timeless, that you can enjoy them if you listen to them now, if you listen to them in 5 years. So go back, listen to that episode of The Score if you haven't yet.
And moving on, that Tanner Baldwin and Nano Garza, they added $10,000 to their earnings. They won the Pikes Peak or Bust Rodeo. They were 5.7 in that final round. That paid $10,000. And don't forget their $920 for tying Chase and Tyson Thompson for 2nd in the 3rd performance of the 5.9 second run.
Cool.
It's a pretty big win.
Good for Tanner.
Yeah, not bad at all.
And Nano. That's awesome.
Then we have the Ward brothers, Andrew and Reagan. They won the Central Wyoming Fair and PRCA Rodeo in Casper, Wyoming. They were 11 flat on 2 head. That paid $4,986 a man. They were 3rd in the first round with a 5.6 second run, and then in the final round they tied Chad Masters and Joseph Harrison for 2nd with a 5.8 second run. And then also at the Sheridan, Wyoming Rodeo, they tied Riley and Brady Minor for 8th with a 5 flat second run.
Smoking.
So, not bad.
That's good.
And did you see T-Wade and Billy Jack.
I saw your video that you sent me.
I was so glad I was there. That was fun watching.
So Tyler and Billy Jack are squatting at our house right now for the summer.
Home team.
So we get to watch their practices and we get to take care of their horses when they're not here. No offense, guys. We're stoked to take care of your horses. So we are a little, we root for them. We have a vested interest in Tyler and Billy Jack doing well. And Bill was putting up horses this weekend, and I was like, man, he said he thought he had about 29,001. He was wrong. He has quite a bit more than that now. We're really glad that they're right there on the cusp of the top 15. So
it's awesome. It was sweet. They obviously, if you didn't see the video that was posted on social media on our Team Roping Journal, Facebook, and Instagram, Tyler Wade and Billy Jack, they broke the arena record at the Rooftop Rodeo in Estes Park. They were 3-9 there, and that paid $4,920 a man. It was super cool because in 2018, Tyler Wade was roping with Tyler McKnight, and I got to watch that run too, and they broke the arena record with a 4 flat. So that was pretty cool. Tyler Wade's got the arena record going. Maybe next year he'll be 3.8, huh?
Yeah, I think he probably, if all those guys weren't standing in the arena, he might have been 3.8. So,
yeah.
If you haven't seen that run, like I said, go to our Facebook page. It's also on our website. T-Wade's on his very fun to be around buckskin. And Billy Jack is on his black mare, DG Horses, owned by Dixon Flowers. It's a super cool mare. We've got a story about her up on our website, so you got to check that out.
Yeah, and they also won the third performance at the Pikes Peak or Bus Rodeo with a 5.4 second run. And they also tied Chad Masters and Joseph Harrison with a 4.7 second run at the Sheridan, Wyoming Rodeo. They won the second round there, so.
You swear?
Good amount.
Yeah, very cool, right? Very cool. And now,
I swear.
Tyler Wade is 12th in the PRCA World Standings, so he is inside the top 15. He's got about 45,001. Billy Jack is 16th with 35,000, so believe it can happen.
Billy Jack, next time just ask me what your earnings are, I'll tell you.
Yeah. Yeah, he was off.
And moving on to the Resistol Rookie race. That Peyton Bray again and again and again.
Yeah.
They won, him and Eric Rogers won Laramie, Wyoming with a 6.3 second run, paying over $1,000. And then they also won the second round at the Sheridan, Wyoming Rodeo with a 4.3 second run. Peyton, he's still number 1 in the standings, and he's also up there in the PRCA World Healing standings too, so that's awesome.
Well, yeah, Peyton Bray is 22nd in the PRCA World Standings. There's only about $5,000 separating him and the number 15 man, Chase Tryon. So, Peyton, that's awesome. We're going to be talking about Peyton Bray, it seems like, for the rest of the year. So, get to know him.
For years to come.
Yeah, it seems like for a while we'll be talking Peyton Bray. So, way to go, Peyton.
And then more rookie news, that Cody McCluskey, he's roping with Joe Mattern. Obviously, we've seen Joe Mattern win with Garrett Tanasi at the WCRAs. He seems to be winning. So
decently clutch, yeah. He's decently clutch.
They, at the Rooftop Rodeo in Estes Park, tied Ty Blassingame and Brandon Bates and Jake Ormond and Tyler McKnight for third with a 4.4 second run, and that paid $3,367 a man.
Gotcha. And Carson Johnson?
Carson Johnson with his brother Kellen, they placed third at Laramie, Wyoming with a 10.5 second run. Must have got a leg in there.
Laramie was a little wide open this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Money's money.
Money
and
is
moving
money.
up in the standings.
Yep.
So that's awesome. And also another Johnson, Jaron Johnson, is roping with Cody 2. They tied Kelsey Parchman and Matt Kasner with a 5.9 second run in the first round.
At Wolf Point, Montana.
Mm-hmm. And then in the second round, they tied Scott White and Riley Wakefield for 6 with the 6.4 second run. And in the average, they tied Derek Fleming and Brett Fleming for third with a time of 12.3 seconds on 2 head. So,
awesome. Johnson boys.
Doing it.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Moving on to the Fastback Circuit update.
Yep.
Just a few little things right now. First Frontier Circuit, that Eric Fabian and Derek Carey. He's been number 1 in the circuit for a while now. They are currently first, and Derek is 4th in the standings. They won the Lake
Luzerne, the painted
Luzerne.
pony.
That's you.
That's
You know that side. Chelsea's from over there, so they won that with a 5.8 second round, adding $563 to their earnings. Moving on the Maple Leaf circuit, Logan and Keely Bonnet. Logan's actually not in the circuit standings right now, but Keely is. He's third. They won at the TP Creek, Alberta, with a 5.6 second run, and that paid $1,967.
Nice.
And the Mountain States.
Okay. All right, Tate Kirchenschlager.
Right?
Yeah.
Came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I honestly don't think Tate was in the circuit standings. And just after this weekend, he is first in the circuit standings.
Yeah, I mean, we claim Tate, so
Yeah.
I'm glad he's in our circuit.
I mean, he might have been on there and I just didn't look low enough. But dang sure jumped to number one.
Mm-hmm.
He's roping with Buddy Hawkins. They tied Colton Schmidt and Jeremy Bueller in Sheridan, Wyoming with a 4.8 second run. And then they also at Casper, Wyoming, in the first round they placed first with a 5.7 second run. And in the average they tied Chad Masters and Joseph Harrison for second with a 11.6 seconds on two head. That paid over $4,000 a man. More Mountain State circuits, Clayton Van Aken and Colin Teller, they're fifth and second in the standings. They won Steamboat Springs last weekend with a 5.7 second run, and they also tied Casey 2 and Jason Joy for third in the with a 5.8 second run in Gunnison, Colorado. And the Kreitzers, Wade and Kyan, that's a father-son team. They won Gunnison, Colorado with a 5.6 second run. That paid $2,443 a man. And then J.B. James and Brock Hansen, they tied, we already said, they tied Jergers and Nogueira for first in the first round at Sheridan, Wyoming with that 4.9 second run. And lastly, in the circuit standings update, we got the Columbia River, Ryan Opie and Chase Hansen. They're third and fourth in the standings right now. They won at Elgin, Oregon with a 5.0 second run, and that paid $1,665 a man.
Awesome. Good job,
A lot of
Caitlin.
updates.
You put those all together very nicely.
Thank you.
Guys, before we go, I'm looking at the standings while we've been kind of talking, just as we've been talking through this, I've been kind of perusing the standings. Back to the main Pro Rodeo World standings. Clay Smith already has $100,000 won. And he didn't win Houston or the American.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The other guys that are up there really high, they have, not all of them, but a lot of them have won either Houston or the American, and 50,000 of their earnings come from that. Mm-hmm. Clay Smith just is beating up on everybody everywhere, no matter what. So, holy cow. That was my first major observation. The other things I was looking at are some kind of maybe possible first-time NFR qualifiers that are still in the standings at mid-July. Paul David Tierney and Tanner Braden, they're both in the top 10 in the world. Tate Kirchenschlager, who we mentioned earlier, he's still in there. Hunter Koch, Caleb Anderson, and Ross Ashford, they are all in the PRCA top 15 right now. So that's exciting to watch. I always love to keep an eye on those potential NFR rookies as they kind of battle their way at this point of the season. It always gets a little tricky because now we can kind of start seeing who's already got enough won and who has, it's so close from 30 on down. It's super close from 30 to 8 pretty much. So
Yeah.
we will stand by, but somebody who does have about 63,001.
Junior Nogueira,
who answered our phone call even though he didn't know who it was because he just lost his or broke his phone, got a brand new phone, has so we are glad. Thank you, Junior, for us being the only number in your phone now. So
winning.
We're really making it. All right, guys. Hope you enjoy this interview. Thanks for listening to us. We love that you love team roping updates this much that you listen to us. Thanks, guys. So congratulations, $10,000 over the weekend.
Thank you.
Did you need it?
Really need it. Need a little bit more. That was a good week, but we had a chance to done really, really good. I kind of messed up a couple times. Those ended up pretty good.
What did you mess up on?
Well, I lagged one to place in NASA Spark 4-2, and gosh dang, I roped and lost my slack at Colorado Springs.
I see. That sucks.
Yeah, that's got a chance to probably at least maybe 15,000, 10,000 between those two. But overall, it was pretty good.
Which horse were you on most of the weekend, or did you switch it up?
I rode Green Card.
You were a Green Card. Is Haley okay, or?
I rode. Yeah, she's fine. We're just gonna send her to Salinas. I rode the Green Card and some of them. Sheridan, Casper, and that's Spark, and they rode my little roan horse over there at Wolf Point, Montana. And Haley was there too. She wasn't that rigged. I rode her the jackpot. We won the jackpot, me and Corey Clark.
Gotcha. Very good. How's everything been? Like, how have the last couple, we haven't talked to you, how have the last couple weeks been?
Yeah, it's been pretty good. We club out pretty good, and we kind of like figured out how to start winning again and get a run back together and feeling good. And all of our horses working really good, and we don't have nothing to complain just to do. I just need to do my job and my partner his job, and just our horses working great. It's been a blessing. We can't complain about nothing.
What happened that you had to get your run back together, or what did you guys figure out? I thought you guys kind of had it figured out, so what happened?
Well, this winter had been roped really good. I was trying to change a couple things in my roping, and and to kind of run away a little bit. We know every time when you try to change and do something different, just take a little while until you figure it out. And I think I'm kind of just back off a little bit, and I'm kind of, I think, feeling good and just do what I really want to kind of get back like I used to do in the beginning,
Yeah, what were you trying to change?
Oh, nothing. It's like last year, I think I roped really good last year. I caught a lot of shooters, and what else kind of working on all my horses to make sure I get inside, because sometimes they just run by and do this and do that. And all my horses get too good to get inside, and sometimes I was just getting trapped inside and had to take one more swing. But I hit a lot of just steers by 2 feet the whole year. Well, sometimes it's just a little bit slower.
Mm-hmm.
But it was good enough, This now I'm just trying to get back. Like I used to just run around the steer a little bit more. Don't get too inside, because my horses know they're just smart and just make sure they're getting inside.
Is that why you were, because you were riding Haley a little bit, but Green Card fits you pretty dang well when it comes to kind of your original style, is that correct?
Yeah, I think me and Green Card, and I think Haley, she's probably the best horse I ever had.
Mm-hmm.
She's so perfect, and she's the same everywhere you're riding. She's, she don't do crazy stuff, and she's just so correct. And Green Card is a little bit more forgiving. It's a little bit more freestyle,
Mm-hmm.
He hooks on the steer and you want to get inside, but also you can just push him by too a little bit. He kind of run out there and just go around the corner a little bit more like a rope horse. He don't really care.
Yeah.
But it's pretty good.
Did you and Caleb talk about the problems you were having, or does he just like leave you alone and hope or do you like to talk through it with your partner?
We talk. Yeah, we talk a little bit. I don't like to pick and tell my partner what to do.
Mm-hmm.
And even like if it hurts me, I try to just figure it out. It's my fault,
Mm-hmm.
But we talk about run and stuff. I think now we're talking more. I think that's you have to do to figure stuff out. To figure some stuff out. But But he do his job, and he never change. He do always his job, and he do great. And I just worry about my job every time. I know he's gonna do the best he can, and I'm trying to do the same. So he's one of the best hatters and riding great horses. I'm just gonna try to do my job.
Perfect, sir. Well, thank you for the quick interview. We will let you off the hook now. Are you on your way back to Cheyenne?
Yeah, keep trying to update my phone.
Yeah.
I think get numbers and all my apps. So I can talk to my family in Brazil and everybody.
Yeah, that must make it extra tough now that you don't have a phone to get all that stuff set back up.
Yeah, pay my fees. I'm worried about getting fined.
I know, right? Good thing you've got a little bit of money in rodeo pay right now, at least.
Yeah.
Hopefully there's a little bit. All right, well, we will see you tomorrow morning at Cheyenne Slack.
Perfect. See y'all tomorrow morning.
All right, everybody, we'll talk at you next week. We're going to collect all kinds of fun interviews from Cheyenne, so I'm looking forward to getting those together for you and to have a whole big old batch of interviews to select from for the next couple months. Thanks, guys.